Hello everyone, welcome to Deacon's Info Talk. I'm your host Deacon, and welcome back to another Deacon's Info Talk episode. Whether you tune in on a regular basis or if it's your first time, we have quite a bit of NFL topics today. Some of the topics being NFL quarterback Matt Ryan retiring from the NFL after 15 seasons, and the Jets trading quarterback Zach Wilson to the Denver Broncos. I will also get back to the free agency signings and also be going with cuts, like the cuts this past week, and dive into some fifth-year options. And I'll also answer this week's question of the week, and I'll also go over the NFL draft, so I cannot wait for that. This is Deacon's NFL Talk. Alright, we're going to jump right into this. So we're going to start off with the first topic, and this one is a uniform update. The Broncos reveal new threads. So these are kind of similar to the ones they used to have, but a lot different. They added a new white helmet. So here's all the uniforms here. You can see there's 4 new uniforms, and I believe so I heard the Broncos will also bring back the 1977 throwback, and it's been 25 years since Denver last updated their uniforms. So it's been a long time, so Denver fans probably feel fresh with the new uniforms. But Denver had 3 new jerseys. The home sunset orange top, which I'm guessing is the one closest to the very left. I'm not sure because there's 2 orange jersey shirts, whatever. Then the Summit White Road shirt. That's the one on the very, very left. And then this the Midnight Navy alternate jersey, which is the one in the middle. Kind of in the middle, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, then obviously on the very right you have their old uniforms. So, but the first 3 from the left to almost the middle, those are all new uniforms. And so we're going to start off with the white one. The white one is a little bit different. I mean, it kind of looks like the Chargers scheme a little bit if you think about it. It kind of does. I mean, with the stripes on the shoulders right there. They also added they're more noticeable now. The little holes in the numbers that they have, you can see that a lot better. The pants, they kind of look like the Chicago Bears a little bit if you think about it. But yeah, nice uniform. The helmet looks much more fresh, I think. But now we're going to go to the next one. And which one is it? The navy? No, excuse me. The orange one. And I'm not sure who this person is. But here we have the orange uniform. And obviously the helmet. The stripes this is pretty much the same uniform scheme, but it's just different colors. So not really much to talk about on that one. Then we go to the navy. The navy one is my favorite. I mean, obviously not the jersey part of it, but the helmet. The white helmet, I mean, the white helmets are always cool to have, and I really like the white helmet. Obviously you can see on the first 3 that we've been through, they all say 5280. I'm not 100% what that means. Broncos fans probably know more about this than I do. But, yeah, great uniform. Then they're bringing back their old ones that they had in the NFL. As you can see, the orange jerseys, the blue helmet with the D, and then the horse inside of it. It's really cool. And that helmet, it just looks super fresh. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome. The white face mask, the white face mask, and the stripe that goes down all along the helmet. Really nice uniforms here. I think Denver did a really good job putting it together. Broncos fans better get hyped because they're going to see some new threads this season. All right, second topic. This one is a little bit sad, but then again, he had a great career. NFL quarterback Matt Ryan retires after 15 seasons in the NFL. This guy had a career. I mean, I kind of wish he had a Super Bowl with it. For those of you who don't know, he was in the Super Bowl. I believe. I honestly don't remember. It was a long time ago though. But it was against the Patriots. They were up 28-3, and New England somehow came back and won in overtime. That was a wild game. I mean, that's the first thing that you think of whenever you hear Matt Ryan. I feel like that's the first thing that everybody thinks of, and I'm not surprised. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But just he has such a good career. It'll be sad to see him go. I mean, he last played in December of 2022, so it's been a long time, 2 years, almost 2 years since he last played in the NFL. So. Yeah, I just kind of wish another team give him a shot. You know, there was some teams out there that needed a quarterback, but you know, I don't know. It would be kind of risky since he's obviously like older. I mean, I guess you can see that like nobody really wants him when he's older. But yeah, he had a great career. Unfortunately, didn't get a Super Bowl to end his career or throughout his career. So. Definitely one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, for sure, 100%. All right, third topic, we're going to go to the Jets trading quarterback Zach Wilson to the Denver Broncos. This one, I feel like some people saw it coming, not specifically to Denver, but just a trade, the Jets trading Zach Wilson. New York will receive a 6th-round pick, 203, and the Denver will get Zach Wilson and a 7th-round pick, 256. So the New York Jets, they get picked 203, and Denver gets 256 along with Zach Wilson. Just the fact that Zach Wilson is worth a 6th-round pick is kind of insane. He was literally the 2nd overall in, the 2020 NFL draft? I forget what. No, it wasn't 2020 because no. It might have been 2021 maybe. I don't know. But it was not a good draft class. Or quarterback class. I mean, Zach Wilson, the 2nd overall pick in the draft, I believe, and from BYU. I remember watching him, not at BYU, but watching the draft, and I was like, wow, this kid's really good. And then the transition to the NFL came, and all of a sudden, I don't know what even happened. Like, I'm not sure. Like, what happened to Zach Wilson? That's a big question. But I'm kind of surprised that it was the Broncos a little bit. I mean, in need of quarterback, the starting quarterback is Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson. Those are their 2 main quarterbacks. Obviously, adding Bo Nix in the draft on Thursday. But yeah, I mean, this trade happened before the NFL draft, so that's probably why you might be. If you're confused, you might be like, why on earth would they get Zach Wilson after drafting Bo Nix? This was Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. So it's older news. But yeah. All right, we have another uniform redesign, and this one involves the Houston Texans. The Texans are revealing new uniforms for the 2024 season, and then on however long they want to carry these uniforms. But these uniforms are nice, and here's all of them right here. And if you know me, I love alternate color rush uniforms, so the red one is insane. I don't know why, but that one's my favorite for sure. But let's start off with the one that looks most, that the Houston fans are most, like, what's the word? Used to, yeah. The navy one. As you can see here, the navy one. I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right one. But obviously, it's really similar to the ones they have now. And, I mean, there's not really much to talk about on these ones because, I mean, they're pretty much like almost the exact same like that they had last season and throughout the whole time they've been created. So not really much to talk about there. The helmet definitely looks more black, I think, but that's just me. Then we go to the white ones, and I'll be honest with you, the white ones look the white ones look like they came straight out of the UFL. I don't know why, but it looks like they came from the UFL. I mean, if you look at it, the stripes on the shoulders that curve into the helmet or the neck area. I don't know why, but that jersey just reminds me of the UFL. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I don't know why it reminds me of it so much. I'm not sure. And then the red one, obviously, I told you my favorite. It's all red. The helmet, everything. Instead of having the Houston logo, they have the horns coming up the head. I think that's really cool. This uniform is by far my favorite out of all the uniforms that have been updated. And then the very last one, the one that has blue in it, the one that I don't know if it's the greatest color scheme, but Houston probably likes it. I mean, I don't really know much about the Houston, whatever they do there. But I mean, the color scheme isn't bad. It looks good. I think they had a good blue choice. I mean, if it were a darker blue or maybe just a little bit lighter, it wouldn't look that good. But the color scheme is definitely different. This isn't my favorite one, but it's nice. I mean, I think it's really cool. Definitely not the favorite, though. But, yeah, some new threads in Houston. Cannot wait. It's the first ever redesigned uniform in Houston, and they unveiled 4 new uniforms. So, cannot wait to see those uniforms in play this year. All right, next topic. Topic number 5. The Lions re-signed wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown. This one is really good for Lions fans. I mean, St. Brown agreed to a 4-year, $120 million deal, and that will keep the star wide receiver through the 2028 season. Really good. I mean, we're talking about the guy who went not even the first round. He's first round worthy after he introduced us to how good he is. St. Brown will get like $75 million guaranteed, and he will earn more than $30 million per year. So, he deserves it. One of the best receivers in the league, 100%, top 10, no doubt. Really talented, and he's proved that he is definitely a top receiver in the NFL. He deserves this kind of money. I really think so. I mean, obviously, if you guys saw last week's episode, which I highly suggest you check that out, they revealed some new uniforms, which is pretty cool. But really happy for Lions fans because Amon-Ra St. Brown is just different. I don't know why, but he is just he's a really crispy route runner, and he's a lot of fun to watch. So, all right, another member of the Lions re-signed offensive tackle Penei Sewell to a 4-year, $112 million deal. So, this is a lot. I mean, Sewell will get $85 million guaranteed. And his new contract will keep him through 2028. And the cool thing about this is that Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown both reached extensions on Wednesday, which I thought that was pretty cool. Teammates reaching agreements and extensions on Wednesday. I mean, Penei Sewell, I'm pretty sure he went 7th overall. I'm not 100%, but he was an option for the Bengals. I mean, obviously we all know they went Jamar Chase with the 5th pick. But Penei Sewell, definitely really good offensive tackle. I think top 10. Definitely really good. Definitely one of the top players under 25. So, really, really good offensive tackle. And Lions fans were probably very happy on Wednesday. I mean, if I were a Lions fan, which I'm not, I'd be very happy. If you didn't notice, I'm sorry. I'm not a Lions fan, so. But all right. This next one, we do have a picture of this, but the Bears reveal a plan for a lakefront stadium. So I'm looking at this is like 100% Photoshop. I mean, you can tell easily. But this is just an idea of what it'll look like. I don't know if this is the Bears' plan or if this is just somebody else's cool idea that they think. I don't know. I'm guessing this is from the Bears. But the proposal would cost $5 billion for this. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We're looking at it right now. That is a nice stadium. I mean, the glass all over top. I mean, it's a nice stadium. And then the lake, obviously the lakefront stadium. I mean, with all the boats there. Can you just imagine, though? You're in Chicago and you ride a boat to the Bears stadium. I think that'd be so cool to do. But yeah, definitely a really nice stadium. I mean, like, they revealed a plan. I mean, I don't know a whole bunch about this, but this probably isn't 100%. It'll probably take a little bit. Here's some other pictures. As you can see, I mean, look at that. Look at that entrance that says stadium. I mean, this is really cool. I mean, and then they have a baseball diamond right there, 3 football fields, 2 baseball diamonds, and 3 football fields. That's a lot of property. Like, this stadium would be awesome. and I saw that the stadium would be next. The stadium will obviously be next door to the current stadium, current Bear Stadium, Soldier Field. But apparently, saw this. The stadium would be hosting major events such as the Super Bowl, Final Four, and Big Ten championship games. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna put a basketball court in there. I mean, it might be like what is it, the Raiders Stadium, where they have the field like you can slide in. That'd be cool. If you can slide a basketball court in there, I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, this is a really nice stadium and a really good idea. We'll see if the Bears can pull it off. All right. I hope it works out because this is like a dream stadium right here. But all right, next topic. This is not a good one as a Bengals fan. Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson requested a trade on, was it Wednesday? And even though he requested a trade, the Bengals said it won't move him, which is good news to hear. Very good news. Hendrickson still has 2 years left on his contract. Since 2021, Hendrickson has made a ginormous impact on the rush attack. Or not offensively, but defensively. He is one of the best in the league, in my opinion, at edge rusher. And I saw on mock drafts, people were saying the Bengals should draft like an edge rusher after Hendrickson requesting a trade. We already have Miles Murphy from like last year's draft. But anyway, Trey Hendrickson is very good. If you do not watch this guy, he has made an impact since day one when he became a Cincinnati Bengal and a New Orleans Saints too. I mean, he was good on the Saints as well. And I'm just kind of shocked that this kind of game came out of nowhere. I mean, he's not the first Bengal to ever request a trade. He's the second Bengal. Higgins requested one in March, and then now Hendrickson requesting one late April. So definitely not a dream scenario for Bengals fans. I hope that he will stay. I think he will, but it'll be close. So, all right, we're going to do this quick because we spent a lot of time doing NFL news and everything. We're going to go over the draft. All right, the draft was wild. All right, we had a few reaches maybe. But here we go. The first two picks. Obviously, I got right as you're looking at my mock draft right here. Caleb Williams and Jane Daniels, correct. J.J. McCarthy, on the other hand, did not go at 3. I thought he would fit the Patriots because McCarthy is a winner. He just fit the Patriots scheme, in my opinion. But no, that was Drake May instead. Cardinals went Marvin Harrison. Chargers went Joe Alt. Giants went Malik Neighbors. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good. Instead of going Olufoshanu, the Titans went with J.C. Latham. And then the Falcons went with Michael Penix at 8, which could have been second round worthy. I don't even know what they were doing. You have so many needs on defense and offense. And you went with Michael Penix, and the Falcons, who had already signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year deal. I mean, tell me how it makes sense without telling me it doesn't make sense. How does this not make sense? I mean, how does this, even make sense? I don't even know why that is. I was watching the draft Thursday, and I saw that. I was waiting for Dallas Turner to come on the board, and I heard Michael Penix. I was like, what? I don't even know what that. Anyway, the Bears went with Roma Dunze, even though I think they should have helped out Montez Sweat at the edge. The Jets went not with Roma Dunze. I had them getting Roma Dunze, but the Jets did not have the 10th pick because the Vikings traded up for one extra pick. So the Vikings took J.J. McCarthy at pick 10, and then the Vikings, who were at pick 11, they took Olufoshanu, offensive tackle. And then the Broncos went with Bo Nix. I had him in my first mock, and then I changed it. Kind of regretting that now. Then the Raiders, they went with Brock Bowers instead of Talise Fuaga. I never thought Brock Bowers would be that late. Then the Jaguars, okay, not the Jaguars. The Saints. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm getting lost here. The Saints, instead of going J.C. Latham, he was not even on the board. They went with the next best tackle on the board, Talise Fuaga. And really good pick there. Very physical guy. The Colts went with Ladu Ledu. The first defensive player off the board came on pick 15. That was a wild draft, I'll tell you that. Instead of going Troy Fautanu, they went Byron Murphy the second. Really good pick there. So, obviously, the Bengals pick is wrong. 17, the Jaguars were not even at pick 17. It was the Vikings who traded the 23rd pick for the 17th pick, and the Vikings got Dallas Turner on the edge. They had such a good draft. J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner. And after losing Danielle Hunter on the edge rushing side, and after losing Kirk Cousins, you have Justin Jefferson. Dream draft right there for the Vikings. At pick 18, I had the Bengals going Byron Murphy. Obviously, he went to the Seahawks. So they actually got Marius Mims, which I'm pretty happy with that pick. It's not the worst pick in the world. We could have gone, I don't know, someone worse than that. At pick 19, I had them getting Ladu Ledu, but once Ladu Ledu went off the board and the Rams were up to pick, I was like, oh, it's Jared Verse, and it was Jared Verse. And then the Steelers went Troy Fautanu. Fits their scheme so much, I feel like. The Dolphins went with Chop Robinson. And the Eagles went with Quinion Mitchell. I don't know why. I had a gut feeling that Kool-Aid McKinstry was going to go to the Eagles. If the DBs went off the board just like that, it would have been Kool-Aid, but it was Quinion. So, the Jaguars, like I said, they had a trade with the Vikings. At pick 23, the Jaguars went with Brian Thomas Jr., really good pick. Obviously, Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, and it's not acceptable. The Lions actually traded up for pick 24, and they went with Terry and Arnold. That is a steal, I'll tell you that. The Packers, they did not go Cooper DeJean, unfortunately, but they went with Jordan Morgan. What a pick. We could have gotten Tyler Guyton or something like that, and you picked Jordan Morgan. He's late first round, early second round talent. I don't even know why we picked him so early. What are we doing? I'm not sure. The Buccaneers, they went with Graham Barton over Darius Robinson Jr. The Cardinals went with Darius Robinson instead of Jazon Newton. Jazon Newton, by the way, is definitely 100% a Bengals option. The Bills went with it was a trade. The Chiefs traded the Bills for the 28th pick, and they got Xavier Worthy. That is upsetting, dude. They got Tyreek Hill 2.0, and they already have Marquise Brown, and they have Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. Of all teams, the Chiefs had to get Xavier Worthy. It's so annoying. Anyway, the Cowboys have pick 29 because they traded with the Lions. The Cowboys went with Tyler Guyton. A pick that I saw coming a little bit. The Ravens, instead of going Tyler Guyton like the pick before, they went Nate Wiggins. I don't know how he was on the board for that long. The 49ers went with Ricky Pearsall, which, in my opinion, a weird pick for 31. I don't know why. Adonai Mitchell on the board. I don't know why they went Ricky. Saw something they liked. And then the Panthers. I don't know what happened, but the Panthers apparently were in here, and the Panthers went with wide receiver Xavier Legit. So, Panthers got themselves another weapon. But yeah, that is the recap of the mock draft. And now we're going to go to signings, cuts, fifth-year options, and question of the week. So here we go. Signings. The Broncos signed corner Levi Wallace. The Texans signed running back Dare Ogunbowale and linebacker Jacob Phillips. Patriots signed former Bengal tight end Mitchell Wilcox. Patriots, you're going to love him. Bengals re-signed quarterback Jake Browning and signed quarterback Logan Woodside. I love the re-sign of Jake Browning. Don't trade this guy because Burrow is injury prone, so we want as good as a backup quarterback as we can get. And the Ravens re-signed wide receiver Rashad Bateman. Did not have a lot of signings this week, but now we're going to go to cuts. The Commanders cut defensive end Shaka Toney, and the Buccaneers cut defensive back Richard LeCounte III. Fifth-year options. Corner Patrick Surtain II picked up his fifth-year option with the Broncos. Wide receiver Jamar Chase picked up his fifth-year option with the Bengals. And defensive end Micah Parsons picked up his fifth-year option with the Cowboys. Question of the week. I'll give you a hint. The question involves the NFL draft. I bet you can get this one right. Why on planet Earth did the Atlanta Falcons draft Michael Penix? If you did not see this coming, I don't know how you didn't. But, seriously, why did they draft Michael Penix here? What were they thinking? This is probably one of the biggest reaches I've ever seen the mock drafts that I've watched. Like, it's insane. Like, you already have Kirk Cousins up to a 4-year deal. I know he's old and a little bit injury prone, a little bit. But, like, that can wait till the second or third round. That can wait. Like, come on. What are we doing? This was the worst pick of the first round. And I know you might be saying, like, what about the Packers drafting Jordan Morgan? But, like, this is basically wasting a draft pick. I saw this one video. Apparently, the Falcons GM had to explain himself why on planet Earth they are drafting him. It would be hilarious to see that this GM will be the most genius person on Earth if Michael Penix works out. But as of now, it's not. Like, Dallas Turner, you could have gone him. Could have got Brock Bowers. That's an option. Roma Dunze. Could have got another weapon. But no. Went with Michael Penix. The fourth best quarterback in the draft. 6 QBs in the top 15. That's insane. And I'm kind of surprised that this happened. I mean, I was watching the draft. And I saw this. I was like, what? I was super confused. But yeah. Question of the week that has concluded. Last week's question of the week was, will Justin Jefferson sign with Cincinnati after revealing his jealousy? 69% of you said yes. 31% of you said no. And honestly, I think no is more the right answer. It's a really cool idea. A dream scenario. But it's a one-year wonder for sure. I mean, you can't keep Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins all on one team. It's just really hard to do that, and it's nearly impossible. So, that's last week's question of the week. If you guys didn't know, I went 5-20. I went 5 of 32 picks in the draft last night, which I'm pretty proud of myself. Last year, I went like 1 of 31. If you didn't know, the Dolphins canceled their first round pick last year. But yeah, 5-27 on the draft last night. I literally got like 4 straight, and I was feeling good. And then all of a sudden, the second half came, and I missed like 26 straight picks. But yeah, hey, it's the NFL draft, so. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. If you enjoyed, hit the like and the subscribe button down below, and click the notification bell to get notified of every single upload this channel makes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out last week's episode. Last week's episode, we talked about that Higgins expected to stay with Cincinnati, which is great news for Bengals fans. If you're not a Bengals fan, I don't care. Check it out. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a great rest of the day, and have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys next week for another great episode on Deacon's NFL Talk.